Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I got a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and updates. In today's video I'm going to be talking about last night's game, the Bulls hiring a few coaches, a big update on Zach LaVine, and just some starting point guard talk. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and helps me out a lot. And leave some comments and questions about all the topics and last night's game below today's video. Also, just a quick little heads up, I am recording this video at halftime right now because I do have work at 5 a.m., so it's a very late night for me. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into the little recap of last night's game. Leave some comments below today's video talking about it. You know, obviously, it's the first preseason game, so I'm not going to overreact that much, but giving up 70 points in the first half is definitely not a great start, especially 40 points in the first quarter. I mean, Vucevic looked really good, especially on the defensive side of the basketball. I know what I'm going to get from LaVine and DeRozan. I liked Dosunmu being the starting point guard. You know, Patrick Williams was meh. I thought Goran Dragic struggled really badly. I mean, I really liked the energy from Javonte Green. Caruso was Caruso. You know, honestly, I'd say the two players that really stuck out to me was Vooch and Javonte Green. It was odd why Coby White only played about 2 minutes and then he got, I'd say, pulled really quickly. I don't know. I mean, Billy said the starters aren't expected to play that much in the second half, but who knows? They might need to. But nonetheless, leave some comments and questions below today's video about last night's first preseason game for the Chicago Bulls. And the next topic in today's video is a quick one. It's just going to be about the Bulls hiring a few coaches. Just the other day, the Bulls have hired Brian Scenario to be the sports scientist / assistant strength and conditioning coach. Brian was the director of rehab and performance at HPI Sports Medicine in California, so that's super cool. And also the other day, the Bulls also did hire Logan Power to be a player development coordinator. Logan Power was on the Indiana Pacers coaching staff last year, so that's two good hires that I'm happy with from the Bulls front office. And then the next topic in today's video is an update on Zach LaVine. You know, NBC Sports Chicago put out an article talking about Zach LaVine's offseason and just him in training camp the other day, and I thought this was really interesting. You know, Zach LaVine has reportedly been turning a lot of heads at Chicago Bulls training camp, and that doesn't surprise me. I mean, Zach LaVine is in his prime. He's only 27 years old, a two-time All-Star. And even last year, when he was playing through all those injuries, he still became an all-star and still played really well, putting up very impressive numbers. And Billy Donovan was talking to the Bulls media, and he said the first thing that stood out to me is that he looks really strong physically. That's great to hear. And he also said he's put to me, good size on, good strength on. He looks really explosive. Billy Donovan also did say, and I love this quote from him, he looks like a different player to me during training camp. You love to see that. I mean, Billy Donovan did continue, and he said, like last year's training camp, he started off great. I think as the season went on, obviously the knee and the thumb became an issue, but I think physically, when I think about him at the end of last season to where he is now, I think he's got his athleticism, his bounce, and his pop back. That's great to hear. I think some Bulls fans tend to forget how good Zach LaVine is when healthy. I mean, even last year, playing through all these injuries, he was still putting up insane numbers. And after Saturday's practice, Zach LaVine said he feels really good. Obviously, I'm going to take training camp this year to pretty much get back into it. It's the first time I really had to do that because I rehabbed all summer, but he did say he feels really good and he's ready for the season. Zach also did say training camp has been really good for him. He didn't gain a ton of weight, he said. I'm pretty much about the same size and the same weight as last year, but probably got a little more cut up from just lifting, doing more and more core work and rehab type things. Zach did say, but I feel good. His body feels really strong. I'm just going to stay that way. So that's great to hear. I'm super excited to see a healthy Zach LaVine for this whole season, hopefully. And the final topic in today's video is about the starting point guard position. You know, that's been a hot topic for training camp and even in preseason. I mean, Billy Donovan said pregame that the Chicago Bulls will try out many different guys at the starting point guard spot throughout preseason. You know, again, he did mention Goran Dragic, Dosunmu, Coby White, and Alex Caruso, but noted he's pretty comfortable with pretty much anyone bringing the ball up. I've said this in many videos. I believe Ayo's the best candidate for me. He just is the best two-way player out of those bunch, I'd say. I mean, I know Billy Donovan did say he liked Alex Caruso coming off the bench, being that spark plug, and he likes him being more of a shooting guard, I did see. I really like Ayo. I mean, he's had a big offseason. I really liked what I did see from him last night. And in my eyes, I think it's pretty obvious. It's Dosunmu's starting point guard job to lose. I mean, Dragic, sure, it was preseason 1 and he played overseas all summer, but he looked really rough. Coby White didn't play that much, and Billy said he likes Caruso coming off the bench. So I truly do believe Io's going to be the Bulls starting point guard. Let me know who you guys want and who you guys think is going to be the Bulls starting point guard. Io did comment on being the Bulls starting point guard for preseason 1. And he did say he was super excited to get the starting point guard nod. You know, he did say, just trying to go out there and build. It's the first of a very long season. I just want to go out there and start out and build great habits. And after that, Dosunmu did note that he spent a lot of time working with Bulls coaches this summer. You know, I did make a video a few weeks back talking about his body transformation. He's put on about almost 10 pounds of muscle, and he's really been working on his three-point shot. He's also been learning the new look offense from the Bulls, and he said that his rotation experience last year really helps. He said those games helped me for this upcoming season / off season because I knew what to work on and what to expect. I could also tell from watching last night's first preseason game, Io's shot looked much better and much faster. I don't know, it looked like Io wasn't hesitating, he was popping threes, he just looked very comfortable running the point guard position. I truly do expect Io to be the Bulls starting point guard. I just hope Dragic can get better. You know, the Bulls 2022 free agency class signings of Dragic and Drummond have definitely gotten off to a rough start. Thankfully, it's just preseason 1, so I'm not going to be that dramatic. So definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about last night's game versus the Pelicans. Like I did say, there was a few bright spots in the first half, definitely a lot of ugly spots. The Bulls need to get better on the defensive side of the basketball. I think that's obvious if they want to take that next step. You know, Dragic, he looked really rough. I mean, at the end of the day, Dragic is 36 years old. He played overseas basketball all summer long. Hopefully he can get better. I mean, he didn't play that many minutes and he turned over the ball already like 4 or 5 times. And same with Drummond, he didn't look great either, but I am more confident Drummond will come around. I believe, I mean, last season he was one of the best backup centers when he was behind Joel Embiid. I'm expecting a fun season out of this Bulls team, even with the few injuries that already happened, especially Lonzo Ball. The Bulls are definitely going to miss him. I already miss him. I mean, I remember last season watching preseason, just the Bulls coming out, Lonzo throwing crazy passes, hitting threes. Last preseason was super fun. I hope at some point during this season when Lonzo comes back, it can be as fun as the start of last year. But no matter what, I'm happy preseason's here. The offseason was pretty dry and pretty dead, so making videos was pretty rough. But throughout the whole season, I'll be keeping you guys updated, talking about any topics, articles, news, rumors, injury updates, anything like that. If you guys have any video ideas or videos you want to see on the channel, definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video. I'm always open to anything like that. Thank you guys for all the love on the channel in the past few videos. I really do appreciate it. I can't believe I have 24,000 subscribers. I truly do appreciate all you, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. Have a good one.